Beautiful, beautiful people. Yeah. Good to be alive. Good to be alive. I had some stuff happen to me over the weekend, and today's Sunday. I had some stuff happen. Actually, let me rephrase it. I've had some stuff happen for me, and it's some old stuff that's come up before. It's some old paradigm stuff. It's some old beliefs. It's some old mental junk that I've been carrying around, and I believe I got to a place with myself the other day where I can see the pain it's causing me in my life because I've allowed it. I can see the destructive, I won't say destructive nature, I will say the destructiveness to that thinking, to the behaviors, to myself, to how it's been kind of playing out. And I guess that I've probably been this way this is stuff that's probably been in look, I would say probably been in my life for majority of my life. And again, this is not about blaming anybody. Everything's happened for me, and being willing to actually take responsibility and ownership of that fully. I know I've said it in the past, and there's been other things that I've actually probably said where I have done that, and there's been other times where I've done that and not backed myself with that. So having some stuff show up the other day, and it was one of those things. It was as simple as having a conversation in the morning, and then allowing myself to I just went down this spiral of us having a self-defeatist attitude. My confidence, who am I to wanting to do consulting work? Who am I to actually want to be able to coach and mentor men through their stuff? I don't have any papers behind me. I don't have any names or degrees. And for the most part, I'm not into that anyway. However, the stuff that I was going through the other day, it was pretty strong. And there's been quite a few times when I've started this business. Well, probably since this time last year, so let's say for the last 12 months. And for me, there's been quite a few opportunities for me. There's been quite a few times where I really wanted to walk away because my confidence was so low. My attitude was, I felt defeated. I felt defeated because I kept running this stuff over and over again and extremely, extremely in victim mode. And then owning that part of the victimness from a point of going, you know what? Nobody else can make me feel this way. I'm going to. I don't believe in the moment I was actually conscious that I was actually having that thought of actually only I can make myself feel so bad. And trust me, I guess it's a tough thing for a guy, and I don't know if you girls go through this stuff. Is the more I hurt myself, the better I felt. The better I felt, the more I hurt myself. And just mentally, like just berating myself, calling myself just a fucking useless, dumb cunt, and all these horrible things, just horrific things you say to yourself. But the sad thing is, and this is that thing that the psychological thing with us as human beings that it deeply intrigues me is like, why would we speak that way to ourselves? And it's highly unlikely we'd speak that way to the people in our lives that we care about. I know I wouldn't. I would never speak that way to my sons, never speak that way to my partner, never say that to my friends. And yet here I am saying that horrific, horrific stuff to myself and believing it. And I guess that's been the tricky thing is when I decided to go all in, what I felt was all in on the accountability, support, and commitment to the men's work I want to be involved with, with tweaking my business now, with going down that line. And I thought just jump in, just start there and jump in and then just see where that goes. And even if it's not where I feel like I'm going, at least if I'm heading in that track and I'm gaining some momentum and some confidence in myself and heading down that mentoring, coaching, guiding path. And I do believe now that, and I've believed this for a long time, however, I wasn't letting myself see it because of stuff, is that more and more things will reveal themselves to me if I'm feeling like I really want to continue down this path. The path will keep evolving for me. And if there's another path that I feel a calling to, that will actually start making itself a little bit more evident as I'm going down the path. I just need to make the steps and continue making those steps. But my patterning in the past has had me go, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, not sure. And then I flatline in the past. So this weekend, I really feel like I've actually been able to grasp the ebbs and flows a little bit more, understanding the cycles. And again, for a guy, my partner explained this to me again over the weekend, and I hadn't actually looked at it before. And as us guys, we don't look at our cycles. We have hormonal cycles, but unfortunately, because the way that we've been educated, it's just something that the girls go through when they're on their periods, their monthlies, their cycles. That's just what they go through. Give them room, give them space, all that horse shit. And I think of all the women I've known over the years, and I'm pretty sure most of them get their monthly cycles and things like that. You barely knew. But again, this is that conditioning, that program that we get taught, So anyway, with guys, and it's for me recognizing that what if I am going through some cycles of some stuff? And what if I've been doing this life a particular way and I've really been struggling with some things, but within that, I'm actually looking at things from a way that's just not serving me. It's keeping me stuck. It's keeping me pushing against things. It's keeping the resistance going. It's keeping the struggle going. It's keeping the fight going. Instead of going, we're not supposed to be doing that stuff. I'm not saying there's going to be times that there won't be times of struggle and things like that. And if we're going through some emotional stuff and looking at clearing some old programming out, there's going to be some shit that's going to come out with that. That's going to be part of a survival tactic that the ego is going to pull out. And our job is to actually then start being more aware of that and go, I can recognize what's happening here. I'm going to step back because I see myself running this pattern that I've done in the past. Oh, that's interesting, cool. And acknowledging it. And then what I've learned works really good for me is talking to myself or being the parent, because it's just that little version of me that's going through the stuff that's being triggered in that moment from whatever it was back then, that's coming out in a similar situation now. So if I can show up and be that dad to myself, to little Pete, that I actually wanted for back then, and then clear out the energy that's behind that, and then move forward with more a compassionate, open, vulnerable heart place, being more empowered to help myself through helping the little version of me. And then that changes me being present in this moment. So sometimes it's going to be, it's going to be fucking hard. I think it's actually harder than what we make it harder than what it actually is. I think through all our stuff and our emotional stuff is just, it's one of those things. If we can understand a little bit of psychology, understand a little bit more of our physiology, I truly believe life would actually evolve and flow for us better. However, we've been taught, put in the good fight, work really hard, you've got to hustle. It's all fucking shit. It's all horseshit. That's just people telling us that to have us trapped in this game of actually going, and then you get to a point where you go through stuff going, I've been doing this stuff for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. It's not working again because we're told bullshit, you know. We're told bullshit. If I told you a lie and I knew how you would respond through this lie over and over again, however, me telling you this was actually because I wanted you to actually do things for me because they kept you dumb and stupid, I would keep telling you that. No, look, you've got to work hard. You've got to put in on average it takes 5 years to get a small business up and running. Fuck off. It's all horse shit. It's all fucking shit. People talking out of their fucking asses at you because they want you playing a certain game with their rule book. It's nonsense. So, there's always going to be choices for us, and there's always going to be times for us to evolve and times for us to grow. Life is forever going to be a work in progress. Guaranteed a work in progress. And when you think you get there is no there. You then go, oh, now that I've got all this money, or now that I've got this big house, or now that I've paid off that debt, you kind of go, that was a really good win. And then it's like, well, what do I want now? So, is the working through the pain and the struggle and stuff worth it? Absolutely, absolutely. And I hope those of you that are listening to this hear that. And it's just, do we need to torment ourselves and go through all the garbage that we're going through? No, we don't. So I hope if you're hearing this that you're ready to do things from a kinder place for yourself, because the pain, inflicting ourselves with all this pain, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, and it doesn't have to be painful. Yes, there is going to be some moments of pain. Are we able to navigate that super quick and get out of the other side? If we're willing to show up and do the work. Yes, I believe that. I really believe that. Is it all this hustle and struggle and, these people that are making, millions and billions of dollars, and they'll tell you the stuff I'm going, no, I don't have $1 million in the bank. No, I don't have $1 billion in the bank. Is that something I'm aiming towards? Elements of it, sure. But elements of it's that I get to actually help more people. Elements of it that I actually get to show up as a better version of myself, that I can actually contribute more and have a legacy. So, you're worth it, I'm worth it, we're all worth it. We're already deserving, we're already magnificent beings with this infinite, brilliant potential. And sometimes we're going to get lost, and sometimes we're not going to feel like that at all. The truth is, though, we are. And the truth is that there are people out there that believe in us even sometimes when we're not going to see it. And there's going to be times where we're not going to believe in ourselves. And I believe that's part of being human as well. If we can associate ourselves with good friends, people that care about us, people that love us, and can see our infinite brilliant potential when we get stuck, and equally us for them, I think that's some true gifts to give people in life. I really do. Because there's going to be times where it's going to be, you're going to feel like you're out on your own. You're going to feel like you want to. Last week, I think it was ready to. Now, I don't believe I'm one of those people that wants to take my own life. I don't think that they are. However, I have actually contemplated quite a few times this last 12 months going, you know what, world, you can fuck off. I've been willing to walk away from. I've been willing to walk away from life. I'll go, you know what, I'll just visit my partner when I can, visit my kids, and I'm going to spend the rest of my life just out there, out in the desert, out walking around, walkabout, just because, yeah. Anyway, life's worth it, you're worth it, I'm worth it. Maybe we could do more to support and help each other because we are worth it. All right, beautiful people, you just have to be great at being you. Please remember that.